This is an explanation and tutorial about paediatric vision screening using the K-Picture Test screening chart. Here's what the chart looks like. It's a double-sided chart of pictures that measure visual acuity, and it's specifically designed for vision screening, so its layout and test method make it quick and easy to use as a screening tool. The chart comes with this double-sided card to practice naming the pictures before testing, or it can be used to point and match the same picture during testing. These 6 picture optotypes have been designed to be easily recognisable and be named by very young children. Research has shown that these pictures measure very similar levels of vision to letters and can be used to test vision as soon as a child can speak, sign or match. Optotypes is the name for a letter, symbol or picture that's constructed in the correct scientific way so that it can be used to measure visual acuity. If you're used to testing vision with letters, you will notice that the pictures are larger in height than letters. However, the science relates to the line width, not the height. So you can see both of these optotypes are the same line thickness, so they provide the same vision measurement. There are 2 main ways to record the results of a vision test, logmar and Snellen. They're just different ways of describing the same thing. Logmar is a mathematical calculation and Snellen is a fraction, showing the test distance over the size of the optotype. The test distance for this screening chart is 3 meters, so the Snellen numerator is 3. The denominator relates to the size of the optotype, with a larger optotype having a larger number. Normal vision is actually a range of several sizes, not one particular size. So it's important to choose a pass level for vision screening locally, so that it reflects the aim of the screening programme. When choosing a place to carry out testing, find somewhere with good lighting and where there aren't too many distractions. To prepare a room for vision screening, hang the chart on the wall at about eye level with where the child will sit facing the chart. Carefully measure 300 centimetres directly in line with the child's eyes and the chart. If you look at the top of the chart, you'll see that the logmar scores are all printed down the left-hand side and the Snellen scores are printed down the right-hand side. The pictures in each row are the same size, so both the house and the apple are 0.7 in logmar and 3/15 in Snellen. The last 5 rows on the chart have 4 extra pictures in the middle. This is so you can double check your results and you can score an exact visual acuity out of 5 for best accuracy. When you're ready to start testing, choose one side of the chart and start at the top of one vertical column and ask the child to identify the picture. You can point from the side or you can point underneath. Just make sure you don't accidentally cover up part of the picture with your finger. Next, get the child to read the pictures in the vertical column underneath the boot. You can point to each one, or you can say, "What's the picture underneath the boot?" "Underneath the house," and so on. If you get to a picture that a child can't see, the apple for example, point to the same size picture on the other vertical column and ask them to try that one. If they get that one right, carry on with the smaller sizes. But if they can't see that one either, you know they've already seen the star above the apple, so try the boot as well. And if you need to double check, you can always turn the chart over and show more pictures at the same size to confirm that's their visual acuity. Now let's assume that the child sees all the way down that column until they get to the house. But they get that one wrong. So you ask them to look at the boot at the same size, but they can't see that one either. So you know that they've seen the star above the house So the next thing to do is ask them to read out the 4 pictures in the middle that are the same size as the star. And that will be their visual acuity, which is 3 over 3.8. If you want to record exactly how many pictures they saw out of 5, just add a minus to the Snellen score with how many pictures they got wrong. If they saw 4 out of 5, the number would be 3 over 3.8 minus 1. So to summarise, the purpose of screening a child's vision is to pick up any eyesight problems early so correction or treatment is more likely to be successful. And the vision test is to find the smallest size optotypes that a child can see with each of their eyes. And this is their visual acuity, or their threshold vision. And remember that a vision test is not like many measurements, it's subjective, and so you will only get the best results if a child is interested and is concentrating and understands the test. And lastly, here's a few tips. Remember, the chart is double-sided, so use both sides. Set the test space up correctly, particularly the test distance. Decide on a pass level that's suitable for what you're trying to achieve. And make the test more of a game if you can. Engage with them throughout the testing. Be aware of a child finding it difficult to see, perhaps trying to look with the eye that's covered up, or leaning forward. Test as quickly as possible, saving any careful checks for at the end when the pictures are getting hard for them to see. And don't stop testing at the pass level. Testing each eye to threshold acuity also gives some useful information.